Hey guys, I'm going to do Let Me Describe You, My Collective, Part 3. And yeah, so it could be a roast or it could be, something to hype you up. I'm going to read the cards and let's see how my spirit team, my intuition describes you, collective. Let's see if I'm accurate or not. Let's describe my collective, my viewer. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's describe my collective. Damn. I feel like you guys heard a lot of shit that made you hurt. Whether it was like you heard stories, maybe you're very sensitive to like news or to like what happens to other people, or maybe people have like verbally abused you or try to hurt you with their words, and there's just things that you can't like, or maybe you were ashamed of own things that you've said. But I feel like more so it's just like you're very in your head. Maybe there's things that people have said to you that have kept you up, right? Or I feel like there's things you wish you could have said, could have done. Page of Swords. I feel like you like researching, you like looking up information, looking up things. I feel like also too, you could be very combative with your words. I feel like you like protecting other people as well. A lot of sword energy, you guys. So very, maybe you have a lot of air placements in your chart. Maybe you've heard a lot of different truths. It could be the truth in your family, friendships, the world. Maybe you deep dived a lot and then like a lot of stories and conspiracy things kept you up a lot. I feel like you've healed a lot, constantly healing your heartbreak, and that made you speak up more as well, or it gave you this style of communication. You're very in your head, very mental. I feel like you guys are always either you guys bring happiness, you bring opportunities as well, or somehow you're always led, despite like being in your head a lot maybe, or just like this, being in your head a lot, you do bring things to reality as well. So maybe you were given a lot of opportunities, or you gave people a lot of different opportunities. I feel like you are a source of warmth and happiness, or you have this internal happiness, even though you could be depressed as well, or deal with mental issues, or just hardships. Or you can make any opportunity bigger. I feel like you've had a lot of solitude in life. I feel like you found yourself a lot in this solitude. Maybe you hiked alone, you traveled alone perhaps, especially at nighttime. 10 of Cups. Okay, so either you are in a very good relationship right now, or you wish to be in a very grounded relationship, where you and your partner are both healed, mature, respectful towards each other. King of Pentacles. I feel like you either are very business orientated. I don't know if that's right word. Or you're just very about your money and your goals, or you crave someone like that, or you want to be like that. 2 of Swords. I feel like in moments where you can't see or understand, you really tap into your intuition and your divine guidance to help you out. Justice. I feel like you believe in justice a lot. We have 7 of Swords. You believe that the scales always balance out in the end. King of Wands. Sometimes you can feel overwhelmed, but I feel like there's something very like sexual about you. We have maybe you don't like hearing that, but there is something very desirable and attractive about you. It could be your what's that word, the way you go about getting things that you want, your strength, your will, your like internal, what's that fucking word called, bro? Hold on. I'm blanking out on it. But anyways, your internal strength and charisma. I feel like people think you have attitude or you are very like untrustworthy at times. So I don't know if you've been through a lot, so you don't trust people easily or things. So you're kind of like hesitant a lot. I feel like you guys are very to yourself too, though. Or maybe you're hard workers, or maybe at work you could be very like locked in to yourself. Maybe I feel like you guys are very giving, caring, very even, very like fair. I feel like you dream a lot. Maybe some of you are writing books, wanting to. Maybe you're dreaming about, you know, family and how it is to succeed. We have the Nine of Swords again, so maybe this gives you anxiety too. You're anxious about not achieving your goals or how you're going to achieve it. We got the King of Pentacles again. Maybe you're nervous that you won't, you know, find the right partner, find the right job or career. Maybe you're scared of going through rough times again. Maybe you're scared of like being homeless. Maybe you used to be homeless. Being in toxic relationships. Just going through it. The Sun. I feel like maybe even when you were going through a dark phase, you were still somehow, well, it was the universe. It was God, spirit, your spirit helping you stay positive, be positive. You guys are wounded warriors. You've been through a lot, so you could be a bit defensive. You're very mysterious, intuitive, mystical. Maybe you like nighttime. Maybe you do things at night. You've been through a lot of competition. You see a lot of competition. You've dealt with a lot of sneaky people. You've seen people do shady shit. Maybe you yourself has done that before. I feel like you're very patient. You're very patient. You could be in your head a lot. Maybe you put yourself in certain mindsets that you could take yourself out of. I feel like you carry your weight pretty good. You could have a lot on your plate, but you still keep going. Being fair. You know what it was like for you to not be treated right, so that's what makes you want to treat others right as well. End of that. You've been through a lot of beginnings and endings as well. I feel like maybe you've lost and gained different families and friends. Different changes in like what you want. Sometimes you could speak before you think. Especially if you're heartbroken or you've been through a lot of heartache. Maybe people judged you for what you did during your heartbreak or heartache. Maybe you're a bit, you could be a bit like selfish with your own self, your own time. Maybe you've dealt with selfish people too. The Hangman. I feel like you try to see things from a lot of different perspectives, or life made you do that. Page of Wands. There's this curiosity, and you're like an adventurer. You like adventuring, thinking of new concepts, ideas. Very dual, like duality in your masculine and feminine sides, attributes. Caring, giving, stern, loving, grounded. But people can't play with your emotions anymore. I feel like you're always planning, always thinking, always trying to create plans. Like, you're always on the move, right? Whether physically or mentally. Yeah. You've created a lot, though. Or you've done a lot. Maybe you believe in manifesting. Maybe you manifested a dream marriage, family. Maybe you waited for a long time for that. You guys could be bosses, independent. People assume you're one way, right? But you could be more softer than how you look, than how you are. You could be more romantic or more dream-like. But also there's this side to you where it's like extremely cold, or it can be. I feel like you guys like driving a lot, or you've driven a lot. You're very emotionally driven as well. Queen of Wands again. Very creative. Damn, you guys. But you guys hide. You guys can mask your pain.